Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to tonight's Saturday, June 14th, 2025, Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of MIAA Division II baseball action as your Walpole High meets the Reading High Rockets in the state championship game at Polar Park in Worcester. My name is Rick Brown, your voice of Walpole High Sports. I'll be providing all the play-by-play action. Nick Piccirilli will be handling the camera work here at the home stadium of the Woo Sox, the Boston Red Sox AAA team. Like they've been doing the entire season, Walpole rode a superb pitching effort by senior Mike St. Martin and made the most of six errors by defending state champion Plymouth North to roll to a decisive 10-2 victory over the Eagles in the semifinal lockup. St. Martin and Endicott College commit went 6 innings, allowing 2 unearned runs on 5 hits, striking out 6, walking 3, and hitting the strike zone 69 times in his 116 pitches. This effort came after St. Martin's sparkling 2-hit, 7-strikeout effort in stopping Grafton 6-2 in the round of 16. The Orange and Blue will send senior Andrew Burke to the hill today. In the quarterfinal 3-2 12-inning victory over Mansfield, Burke and sophomore Luca DiGiulio combined for another gem. Burke pitched the first 7 innings, allowing a run on 5 hits, striking out 4, walking 2, while throwing 106 pitches, 72 for strikes. DiGiulio, who looks like a mound stud for the next 2 years, hurled the final 5 frames, scattering 6 hits without a run, striking out 1, walking 3, and throwing 64 pitches, 46 for strikes to get the win. Luca's only strikeout was a called third strike to get out of a bases-loaded situation in the 11th inning, the first of back-to-back frames the Hornets left the bases loaded. The Common Street Diamonders finished 4th in the Herget Division of the Bay State Conference at 6-7, 14-9 overall, outscoring their opponents 114-66. The Orange and Blue is the 4th seed and has won 7 of 11 road tilts. This is the first meeting between these two teams. Reading took the top spot in the Keenan Division of the Middlesex League with a 14-2 record, 20-3 overall. Having won 10 of 11 road games, the Rockets have scored 143 runs while allowing just 41. The number 2 seed in the tourney trimmed Somerset Berkeley Regional 5-2 in the semifinals after having ousted Dartmouth 2-1, Hopkinton 2-0, and West Springfield 6-2. Defense and pitching have been Reading's strong points, and boy has the pitching been lights out. Only 2 teams have scored more than 3 runs against the Red and Black, only 1 in the last 21 games. Coming in with an 11-game win streak, Reading's losses have been to Belmont 2-0, Woburn 3-2, and Shawshene Regional 4-2. Anyone interested in providing play-by-play or color commentary for any Walpole High sports should contact Walpole Media Corporation Executive Director Tamara Green at 508-668-7795 or email her at tgreen@walpolemedia.tv. You don't need to be proficient at this. We will work with you to get you comfortable behind the microphone. You will not be on TV if you do not want to. I myself do not want to, and spend as little time in front of the camera as possible. So if you're a parent, brother, sister, grandparent, aunt, uncle, nephew, niece, cousin, neighbor, friend, or just somebody who's interested in high school sports, Walpole High is a great sports school, and we would love to have you on board. Once again, if you are interested, please contact Executive Director Tamara Green at 508-668-7795 or email her at tgreen@walpolemedia.tv.
Walpole and the second-seeded Rockets of Reading High School. The Timberwolves entered today's contest with an overall mark of 14-9, while the Rockets have posted a 21-3 mark this season. Now let's meet today's participants. First, for the visiting Timberwolves of Walpole. Their reserve players and manager, number 18, Michael Federer. Number 16, Jack English. Number 21, Jake Stenstrom. Number 20, Luca DiGiulio. Number 22, Aiden Hoyle. Number 19, Gavin Rooney. Number 14, Michael St. Martin. Number 23, Cole Blakely. 4, Joey Norse. And number 13, Joaquin Torres. And now the starting lineups for Walpole. Batting first, the left fielder, number 10, Cash Cantrell. Batting second at third base, number 6, Paul Whalen. Batting third in center field, number 9, Quinn McNeil. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 5, Cole Pileski. Batting fifth at first base, number 17, Richie Hayes. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 1, Shane Harrington. Batting seventh at second base, number 2, Ryan McDonald. Batting eighth at right field, number 15, Jackson Marshall. And the catchers, number 25, Drew Cantrell. The head coach for Walpole is Chris Costello.
The game is beginning an hour and a half later than it's supposed to because of a 55-minute rain delay in the first game of the day, which also went extra innings. So it's pushed back everybody here. And like I said, we will be actually about almost an hour and a half late from our original starting time.
Number 11, Cooper Dean. Number 14, Mike Wondolowski. Number 18, Brady Ventura. Number 32, John Marino. Number 33, Chase Williams. The manager is John Irma. And now the starting lineups for the Reading High Rockets. Batting first, the shortstop, number 13, Nate Vitorisi. Batting second, the left fielder, number 7, Ethan Lebovich. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 16, Sam Clark. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 29, Isaac Robertson. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 3, Alex Merkel. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 9, Riley Learned. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 22, Vander Brennerex. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 2, Jack Chapin. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 15, Liam Hansen. And pitching for Reading, number 21, Ryan Marino. The umpires for the race are Gary, Greg DiGirolamo, Michael Lightbody, and Brian Driscoll. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin today's game, we'd like to take a moment to recognize Reading High School as the recipient of this year's MIAA Baseball Sportsmanship Award. What makes this honor especially meaningful is that Reading was nominated by its peers, a true testament to the respect they've earned across the league. The team has outstanding commitment to sportsmanship, integrity, and respect throughout the season. Congratulations to the Reading High baseball team on this well-deserved recognition. Let's have a big round of applause for Reading High School. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at this time we ask you to please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
the playing of the national anthem, we will be ready for first pitch of the game very shortly. While we've got a chance too, we would also like to mention that this will be the last game in a Walpole uniform for assistant baseball coach Dave Wall, who is also the head basketball coach for the girls at Walpole High. He recently took the boys head basketball coach down at Braintree, and will be leaving Common Street. But so thank you, Dave Wall, for several years of outstanding girls basketball and as an outstanding first base coach and assistant for Coach Chris Costello's baseball team.
Leading off for Walpole, the left fielder, number 10, Cash Cantrell.
Marino looks in for the sign, comes to the belt. His first pitch of the game is a ball. A 1-0 pitch. Line to left field. Fielder's going back. It's over his head. Cantrell going to stop at second. So Cash Cantrell doubles to left field. His first trip to get Walpole the runner in scoring position right off the bat. And it brings up the third baseman, Paul Whalen. First pitch, popped up foul, will go out of play and behind the Reading, up on the roof behind the Reading bench. 1 strike. Ball 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Marino is a senior and one of the co-captains for the Rockets. Line drive, base hit to right field. And they're going to hold him at third. So Walpole with the first 2 runners on here in the initial inning brings up center fielder Quinn McNeil. First and third for Walpole in the top of the first inning here, nobody out. Ball up high. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Marino steps off the mound. Game time temperature here, 59 degrees. Swing and a miss. Ball 2-2. Marino looks in for the sign, comes to the set. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 5.
And it brings up the designated hitter, Cole Pileski. Cole was 3 for 3 with a walk in the semifinal win over Plymouth North. Ball 1. Inside, 2 balls. Marino's 2-0 delivery on the way. 3-0. Swing and a miss. They had the green light. 3 balls and a strike. On deck is first baseman Richie Hayes. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Walpole.
Now batting the first baseman, number 17, Richie Hayes.
Brings up, like I said, Richie Hayes coming to the plate. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the top of the first inning for the orange and blue. Strike call. Fouls it back. 0-2 the count, Hayes. Hayes calls timeout, steps out of the box. Now he's back in again. Marino at the set. 2-strike pitch. Strike 3, it caught the outside corner. 2 down now.
Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Shane Harrington.
And it brings up shortstop Shane Harrington. Harrington had 2 hits, scored 3 runs in the last game. Ball gets away, but he's able to keep it close by. Pitch to Harrington. Slow roll of a shot. Second, and he gets him for the out. Well, Walpole, they had no runs, 2 hits. There were no errors, and 3 left on base. Leading off for the Rockets, the shortstop, Nate Vitarisi. Burke's first pitch. Strike call. The 0-1 pitch. Up high, a ball, 1-1. Right two, caught the outside corner. Ball and 2 strikes to Vita Risi. Ground ball right back to Burke. Plenty of time. Gets it over to Hayes for the out. 1 down. And it brings up the left fielder, Jack Conley.
The left fielder, number 7, Ethan Lebovich.
Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Rounded foul down the third baseline. Evens the count of the ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Just inside. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike. We'll see if Conley gets the green light here with a 3-1 count. Ball 4 way outside with that. And Reading gets their first base runner of the game. Brings up the designated hitter, Sam Clark. Clark is the other captain for Reading, batting from the left side of the plate. Burke to the set and the pitch. Strike call. Foul behind the plate. Burke quickly ahead on the count, 2 strikes. Burke's 0-2 delivery. Inside, it gets away from Cantrell. And Conley scampers down to second base. One ball, 2 strikes. The count to Clark. Fouls it back. Count remains 1-2. Timeout called as Clark steps out of the batter's box. Burke's 1-2 pitch. Rounded into right field, a base hit. Throw to the plate is going to be cut off. And Reading gets on the board first. 1-0. The Rockets take the lead.
Number 29, Isaac Robinson.
Brings up the cleanup hitter, first baseman Isaac Robinson. The pitch, swung on and fouled off. 1 strike. Andrew looks in for the sign, comes to the set. And the pitch. Powell right back up over the Walpole Media Corporation broadcast team. Two strikes that count to Davidson. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Two down now, and it brings up the center fielder, Alex Merkel. He's going, swing and a miss, throw down. Clock steals second. And they say he left too soon. They're saying he left too soon and he's out. Actually, I think on that third out of that last inning, it wasn't that he left the base too early. I think they're saying he interfered with second baseman Ryan McDonald out there. So that's why he was called out. Anyway, for Walpole, they left the bases loaded last inning. They're going to try to make up for that this inning. And leading the start off will be second baseman Ryan McDonald. First pitch by Marino, strike call. Marino's 1 strike pitch. Ball 1-1. Pitch, popped foul behind the first base dugout. A ball and 2 strikes. Two and two. It's a ball, 3 and 2. The first full count of the game. Payoff delivery on its way from Marino. Fouls it off. remains full. Payoff delivery once again on its way. Line drive, base hit into left field. Walpole with their second leadoff
Now batting
base
the
hit.
right fielder, number 15, Jackson Marshall.
And right fielder Jackson Marshall steps up to the plate. Diving back in at first is McDonald. Marino looks him back again, comes to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ball outside. 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 22. Two pitch, swung on and missed, strike three.
Now batting for Walpole,
Third
the catcher,
strikeout
number
for
25, Drew Cantrell.
Ryan Marino, and it brings up the catcher, Drew Cantrell. Cantrell, the hero of the Mansfield game with an RBI single in the bottom of the 12th inning. Ball one up high. Ball 2. 2-0. Marino comes to the set. 2-0 pitch. Up high, 3-0. Marino's 3-0. First, he goes over to first to keep McDonald's close. McDonald's close there. Ball 4. Runners on first and second for Walpole. Second freebie given up by
Now batting the left
Marino.
fielder, Cash Cantrell.
And it brings up the top of the order, Cash Cantrell. He roped a double to left field his first time up. Ball outside. pitch for Marino. Swung on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Ball. 2 balls in the strike. The 2-1 pitch. Popped it up to the infield. Foul. Catcher coming over for it. And misses it. 2-2 the count. That won't count as an error unless Cantrell gets on base. Then it goes as an E2. Second life here for Cash. See if he can make the most of it. Fouls it back again. Count remains 2-2. Oh, flail there. Surprised him with that. Strikeout number 4 for Sam Marino, and it brings up third baseman Paul Whalen. Whalen singled to right, his first trip. Swing and a miss, strike 1. One strike pitch, way outside, 1-1. Marino looks in for the sign. He gets it, comes to the set, and the 1-1 pitch is on its way. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Balk, they're going to call a balk. Walpole now gets a break here. 2 runners in scoring position for Paul Whalen. The 1-2 pitch. Pops it up behind the home, and that'll be on top of the roof of the press box here. Count remains 1-2. Two down, runners on second and third for Walpole. Top of the second, Reading leading 1-0. The 1-2 delivery on its way. Pops it up to the infield. Shortstop calling for it, comes all the way to the mound and puts it away for the out. All right, Andrew Burke looks in for the sign, comes to the set, and his first pitch of the second inning. Inside the ball. Fouls it off. This is Leonard. Okay, well, he's 1-1. Fouls it off again. 1-2. The ball. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it off again. Count remains 22. Full count. Ball 4.
Now batting the third baseman, number 22,
Second walk allowed by
Greatorex.
Walpole pitchers. Brings up the third baseman, Cam Greatorex. Strike call. Ball 1-1. He's going, throw way off the mark. Reading with a runner in scoring position. That was a strike called. 1-2 the count to Greatorex. Pops it up. Foul down the right field line. Oh. Marshall can't quite hold on to it. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded up the middle, a base hit. Throw is cut off. And Reading jumps out to a 2-0 lead.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2.
Now
Jack Chapin.
batting the second baseman, Jack Chapin. Strike called. Foul at the plate, 0-2 to Chapin. A 1-strike pitch to Chapin. Pops it up to the infield, short field. Harrington calling for it, puts it away for the out. One down. Brings up the right fielder, Liam Hansen.
Now batting the right fielder, number 15, Liam Hansen.
Ball down low. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Burke comes to the set, goes to second. Not in time. Greater X gets back fast. The 1-1 delivery inside. 2 balls and a strike. Ball outside. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4.
Now batting the shortstop, Nate Vidarisi.
Brings up the top of the order, Nate Vidarisi. He grounded right back to the mound his first time up. Coach Chris Costello going out to the mound along with his catcher, Drew Cantrell, to talk to Burke. Costello's feeling okay, comes back to the dugout. One out, runners on first and second for Reading here in the bottom of the second. They already have a 2-0 lead, 1 run in this inning after a run in the first. A little flare out to right field, Marshall coming in, puts it away. Throw comes right into Harrington, a shot. 2 down, and it brings up the left fielder, Jack Conley. He walked and scored in the first inning. Slow roll it to Whalen. Off his glove. And another run in. Reading adds another run here. Takes a 3-0 lead here. Brings up the designated hitter Sam Clark. He singled to right his first time up, knocking in their first run. Fly ball to center. McNeil coming in, and it drops.
Now batting the first baseman, Isaac Robinson.
Reading gets their 3rd run of the inning for a 4-0 lead. Brings up first baseman Isaac Robinson. Strike called. Couldn't hold up on that swing. 0-2 the count to Robinson. A fly ball to left, going foul. Count remains 0-2. Slow roller to second. McDonald up with it over to first, and the side is retired. But Reading comes up with 3 more runs.
Now batting second baseman Ryan McDonald.
Okay, McNeil struck out his first time up. It's a ball inside. Ball 2. Ball 3. Pitch. Strike call. Ball 4.
Now batting the designated hitter, Cole Pileski.
That's the 3rd walk allowed by Marino. Brings up designated hitter Cole Pileski. He drew one of those freebies back in the 1st inning. Ball down low. High, 2-0. And timeout called as Coach Dave Blanchard goes out to talk to his pitcher. Foul down the first baseline. 2 balls and a strike to the Walpole center fielder. Inside, 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 pitch from Marino on its way. It's a ball outside. Back-to-back free passes here allowed by Marino. And it brings up first baseman Richie Hayes. Richie got caught looking in the first inning. Strike call. Ball 1-1. Marino comes to the set. And the pitch. Ball up high, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. 3-1. This is the 3rd straight batter that Marino has gone 3-1 on. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Full count now to Richie. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Now batting the
Strikeout number
shortstop,
5 for
Shane
Marino.
Harrington.
And it brings up the shortstop, Shane Harrington. 1 down. Runners on first and second for Walpole in the top of the 3rd. Walpole trailing 4-0. Strike call. This MIAA Division I State Championship game coming to you from Polar Park in Worcester, the home of the Woo Sox. Ball 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Strike call. Full count now to Harrington. Ball 4. And Marino has walked the bases loaded for Walpole. Second time Walpole's had the bases loaded.
Now batting the second
And it
baseman,
brings up
Ryan
Ryan McDonald. He singled to left his first trip. Walpole could certainly use a base hit here. Foul down the right field line, chasing it, but it goes out of play. Ball up high. 1-1. Time called as McDonald steps out of the box. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. The 3-1 delivery. Ball 4. Nope, they call it a strike. That one looked outside. Full count here. That definitely looked outside, but strike was called. Well, full count to McDonald. Bases loaded, 1 out here. Top of the 3rd. Walpole trailing 4-1, 4-0. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And it brings up right fielder Jackson Marshall. No.
Your attention, please. Batting for Marshall, number 3, Michael Pesky.
Strike call. Ball 1-1. Strike call. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marshall. And he gets out of the jam.
Now batting the center fielder, Alex Walpole.
Line foul down the left field line. Swing and a miss, strike 2. It's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Okay. Ball 2. Grounded down the 3rd, Whalen in. Long throw, got him. 1 down, and it brings up the catcher, Riley Learned.
The catcher, Riley Learned.
Ball. Popped up. Whalen going over. It's in foul territory and into the stands. 1-1 the count. 1-1 delivery from way outside. Burke comes to the set. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Outside, full count. Line shot to right. Jackson gets by him. That'll be a base hit. And with one out, it brings up the third baseman, Cam Greatorex. He singled the center his first time up, knocking in the second run of the game for the Rockets. Ball one. Fouled off. One and one the count. Runner going, throw down. Off. That was a strike called. Ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Now batting second baseman, Jack Chapin.
Burke gets his second strikeout of the game. And it brings up the second baseman, Jack Chapin. He popped a shot his first time up. 2 outs, a runner on second for Redding. Ground ball to Harrington, long throw, gets him. And the side is retired. No runs are hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base. We've played 3 complete. Walpole's had the leadoff runner on each inning. We'll see if they can keep it going this 4th frame. Drew, a freshman, starting all year behind the plate for the orange and blue. Strike call. Reno looks in, long time. The 1 strike pitch. Ball, 1-1. One pitch up high, 2 balls and a strike. Strike call, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Drew. And Marino steps off the back of the mound. Gets back in, looks for the sign. Comes to the set, and his 2-2 pitch. Foul tipped into the glove, strike 3.
Now batting the left fielder.
Brings up the top of the order, Cash Cantrell. Cash is a double and struck out. Line drive, base hit into left field for Cantrell.
Now batting the third baseman, Paul
And it'll bring
Whalen.
the third baseman Paul Whalen to the plate. Paul 1 for 2 with a single to right in the first inning. Ball down low. Right call, 1-1. There's a ball up high. 2-1. Line drive, base hit to center field. Walpole with 2 runners on now.
Now batting the center fielder, Quinn McNeil.
And Quinn McNeil comes to the plate. 0 for 1 officially, a strikeout and a walk. There's a ball up high. One-0 pitch, fouled off at the plate. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McNeil. Ground ball to third. Steps on third for 1 and will stop there.
Now batting the designated hitter, Paul Whalen.
2 outs now. Runners are still on first and second. And it brings designated hitter Cole Pileski to the plate. Cole has drawn 2 free passes. Ball 1. Marino looks in, gets the sign. The 1-0 pitch on its way. Inside 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Line ground ball is shot. Over the second for the out. For Walpole, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 more left on base. That's 10 left on base in 4 innings for Walpole.
Now batting for Reading, the right fielder, Liam Hansen.
Burke's first pitch is inside for a ball. Strike call. Andrew looks in, comes to the set. His 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, a foul tipped into Drew Cantrell's mitt. A ball and 2 strikes. The ball outside, 2-2. Burke's 2-2 pitch on its way. Ground ball to second. McDonald up with it, over to first. He got him. 1 down. Brings up the top of the order. Shortstop Nate Vitorisi, 0 for 2. Grounded back to the mound and flied out to right. Ball down low. Up high, 2-0. Three balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch. Strike call, taken all the way. 3 balls and a strike to Vitorisi. Strike 2. Full count to the Rocket shortstop. Strike 3 called at the knees. Burke's 3rd K. And it brings up left fielder Jack Conley. He's walked and reached on an error. Ball 1. A 1-0 pitch. Fouled straight back, 1-1. A 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. Popped it up. Foul. The 1-2 pitch. Ball down low, 22. Burke's 2-2 pitch. Pops out. Donald going back. Jackson calls for it. And Jackson puts it away for the third out.
Now batting for Walpole, the first baseman, Richie Hayes.
Richie looking for his first hit of the playoffs. Strike called. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Two-strike pitch. Fouls it back. Count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Now batting the
Brings up the shortstop, Shane Harrington, 0 for 1 officially. There's a ball, skips past the catcher to the backstop. Delivery, 2-0. Fouls it back. Two balls in the strike. Strike two call, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch on its way to Harrington. 3-2, we got a full count. Payoff delivery on its way. Fouls it off. Count stays full. Once again, Ryan Marino's payoff delivery is outside for a ball. And it brings up Ryan McDonald, second baseman for Walpole, 1 for 2, a single to lead off the second inning. Coaches infield who go out to talk to their pitcher. And that'll be it for McDonald.
Now batting for Walpole, the second baseman, Ryan McDonald.
Pitches a ball. He's at 5'11". He's listed as on there. Again, strike called, 1-1. Fouls it back. Ball and 2 strikes to McDonald. Fouls it back. Oof, that didn't sound good. I hit something over there. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes to the Walpole second baseman. The 1-2 pitch from Williams. Fouls a slow roll to first. He boots it. Still has time. Gets him by a foot.
Now batting the right fielder,
Harrington
Jackson
goes down to
Marshall.
second into scoring position. And it brings up the right fielder, Jackson Marshall. Jackson 0 for 2. There's a ball. Ball outside, 2-0. Ball 3 outside. 3-0 the count to Marshall. Strike call. 3 balls in the strike. Strike 2 at the knees. Full count to Marshall. Marshall gets timeout, steps out of the box. Steps back in. And the payoff delivery on its way from Chase Williams. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oh, Walpole, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 more left on base.
Now batting for Reading, the designated hitter, Sam Clark.
clock. 2 for 2. A single to right, single to left. Center. Ball one up high. Ball two. Up high, 3-0. Strike called. 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 delivery from Burke on its way. Inside the ball. And that could be it for Andrew. Coach Costello going out to talk to him. Isaac Robinson getting ready to come into the plate. Walpole has had somebody warming up out there. Good round of applause for Burke as he exits the game.
Now pitching for Walpole, number 20, Luca DiGiulio.
Luca DiGiulio coming in to pitch.
The first baseman, Isaac Robinson.
All right, Isaac Robinson coming to the plate to face sophomore Luca DiGiulio. Run first, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Strike call. Julio pitched strike 2. 5 innings, the final 5 innings of the Mansfield game, the quarterfinal game. Scattering 6 hits, but a shutout ball and getting the win for Walpole. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Now batting the center fielder, Alex Merkel.
The center fielder, Alex Merkel. Fouled off. 1 strike. Oh, 1 pitch from DiGiulio. Keeps clock close at first base. Ball 1-1. Fouled it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Luca looks in for the sign. He's got it. The pitch popped up, foul. Hayes looking, but that'll go into the stands. Count remains 1-2. Slow roller back to the mound. DeJulio goes to second for one to get the force out.
Now batting the catcher,
1-6 if
Riley
you're keeping
Leonard.
score. 2 outs now. Runner on first, and it brings up the catcher, Riley Leonard. Riley has walked, singled, and scored a run. DeJulio keeping the runner close at first. Looks back again. Foul ball, strike one. Fly ball to left field. Cantrell there. He puts it away for the third out of the inning. Reading, no runs, no hits, no Walpole errors, 1 left on base. We've played 5 complete. Cantrell, Drew has struck out and walked. First pitch to Cantrell on its way. It hit him.
Now batting the left fielder,
And moves up the top of the
Cantrell.
order. Big brother Cash Cantrell. Cash is a senior. Cash 2 for 3. 2 singles to left. Let's see if we can do it again here. Hit him. 2 pitches, 2 hit batsmen.
Now batting the third baseman, Paul Whalen.
And it brings up third baseman Paul Whalen. Paul's 2 for 3. Single to right and a single to center. It's not very often that you see 2 hit batsmen on 2 consecutive pitches. The only 2 pitches that Williams has thrown this inning. All right, everyone's all set. Telling their sophomore hurler, shake it off. Let's go back out there and get the next guy. Paul Whalen, like we said, 2 for 3, 2 singles. First baseman in on the grass. He's the only one that's playing in. Ball outside. Strike call, 1-1. Pitch fouled off down the left field line. 1-2 the count. Just missed. 2-2. Williams 2-2 pitch on its way. Foul at the plate. Count remains 22. Williams wants a new ball and gets it. At the knees.
Now batting the center fielder, Quinn McNeil.
And it brings up center fielder Quinn McNeil. Quinn 0 for 2 with a walk. Strike call. Up high, 1-1. Foul ball coming back. And Nick Piccirilli with the grab here in the press box. Reaching up and grabbing that ball. All right, Nick. Waving to his admiring fans who are happy to see him make that catch. There's a slow roller. Over to first, throws it high, safe. That, ooh. See if they go with a hit or an error on that. They are going with an error. On the pitcher. So Walpole with the bases loaded here, 1 out. Third time in the game they've had the bases loaded. And it brings up designated hitter Cole Pileski, walked twice and grounded out. Foul, just foul down the first base line. Strike pitch. Up high, 1-1. Williams, 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2 balls and a strike. Two-one pitch, fouled off. Evens the count at 2 balls and as many strikes. A 2-2 pitch. Up high, ball 3, throws it away. There's 1 run in for Walpole. Why, oh why, did Cash Cantrell not go anywhere? So that'll be E2, allowing the run to score. 2 errors after playing, near flawless ball before here. And the count is 3-2 as catcher Riley Learned tried to pick off Drew Cantrell at third. Ball 4. And Walpole again as the bases loaded.
Now batting the first baseman, Richie Hayes.
And Richie Hayes coming to the plate. Richie's 0 for 3. One down, one in, bases loaded here in the top of the 6th for Walpole. Ball outside. Strike call, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Hayes calls timeout, steps out of the box, gets back in again. 1-2 delivery. Line drive to left field. That may be over his head. It is. One runs in. Here comes they're going to hold him at the bases. Bases still loaded as Richie Hayes breaks his streak. And Walpole suddenly with 2 runs on the board here this inning. The bases loaded still with only 1 out. So Richie Hayes, who had struck out 3 straight times, comes in and does the job. And that'll be it for Williams.
Now batting for Walpole, the shortstop, Shane Harrington.
Shane Harrington coming to the plate for Walpole. He's walked twice and grounded out. Line drive to center field. He's got it, but that'll bring in a run. And it's 4-3. Walpole making a game out of this all of a sudden here. And it brings up second baseman Ryan McDonald. Ryan 1 for 3. Runners on first and third for Walpole. 3 in, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Back to first. Gets away. Here comes the run to the plate. He scores, and we've got a tie ball game. That'll be an E1 as they tried to pick off Hayes, and the ball got away from the first baseman. So 3 errors this inning for Reading, spelling doom for the Rockets here. We've got a brand new ball game, 4-4. And McDonald steps to the plate. A runner still in scoring position for the orange and blue. Strike call. Behind the batter, 1-1. Line shot to center field, but he's there and puts it away for the out. But Walpole has come back with 4 runs. They did it with only one hit. There were 3 errors and 1 left on base. After 5.5 innings of play here in this MIAA Division I state championship game. We're tied. Walpole 4, Reading 4.
Now batting the third baseman, Camden Predorex.
So, strike call. So Burke no longer on with the loss. This will be Julio will be the pitcher of record right now. Two and two. Fouls it off. Ball and 2 strikes. Ball down low, 2 and 2. Two pitch. Full count. Ground ball is shot. Harrington up with it. Guns it over to first. In the dirt. And they're going to give the runner at second base. That will be E6. Walpole's second error of the game. So Reading gets the lead runner on with an error. Brings up the second baseman, Jack Chapin. Ball outside. Chapin showing bunt, but gets the bat back in time. Strike call. Again showing bunt. Misses it. Strike called on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Chapin. Little looper, that's going to be trouble. That's in for a base hit. The throw comes into the infield. Runners at the corners for Reading with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bringing up the right fielder, Liam Hansen. Hansen 0 for 1 officially with a walk. He scored a run. Coach Chris Costello going out the mound to talk to DeJulio. And first batter he will face, the next batter he will face is the right fielder, Liam Hansen. Foul ball down the third baseline. Strike 1. Julio keeping Chapin close over at first. Bunt fouled at the plate. Luker ahead on the count, 0-2. His 2-strike pitch way outside, 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Ball going down, and he will steal second. 2 runners in scoring position now for the Rockets. That was a strike called.
Now batting the shortstop, Nate Vitorisi.
That brings the top of the order, Nate Vitorisi. Strike called. One strike pitch. Ground ball into left field through the drawn-in infield. And Redding jumps on the lead again.
Now batting the left fielder, Ethan
Redding takes a
Sabonis.
5-4 lead here. Runners still at first and third for the Rockets. Brings up the left fielder, Jack Conley. First pitch is a strike called. Slow roll to Harrington. Gets it over to first. 2 down. Vitorisi goes down to second on the play. Gets 2 runners in scoring position, and it brings up designated hitter Sam Clark. 2 for 2 with a walk.
Batting the designated hitter, Sam Clark.
It looks like they are going to intentionally walk Clark. Or are they? No, they're going to pitch to him. All right. No, they're giving him the intentional walk to load the
Now batting
bases
the
and
first baseman, Isaac Robinson.
get the put out at any plate. Brings up the first baseman, Isaac Robinson. He's 0 for 3. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1 run in. Ball down low. Strike call, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from DeJulio. Just down low, 2 balls and a strike. Foul down the right field line, evens the count at 2-2. Julio looks in for the sign. Robinson stepped out of the box, gets back in, pops it up. Whalen calling for it, puts it away for the out. But Redding came up with a run, an unearned run. All right, Jackson steps into the box. Here's the pitch. Strike call by Cooper Dean. The 1-strike delivery outside of all, 1-1. 1-1 delivery. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Outside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Jackson. Outside, full count. Inside, a ball. Walpole gets the leadoff runner on.
Now batting the catcher, Drew Cantrell.
Drew Cantrell coming up. He started this whole four-run rally for Walpole last inning by getting hit by a pitch. He has also walked and struck out. Line shot to left. Right at the left fielder, unfortunately. Got good wood on it. One down. Brings up left fielder Cash Cantrell. He got hit by a pitch, and he has 2 singles, so he is 2 for 3 officially. Been on base 3 of the 4 times he's been up. Going down, standing up is Marshall with the stolen base. Call was a strike. Inside, 1-1. Runner in scoring position, the tying run out at second. Pops it back up out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Line drive up the middle, a base hit. And they're going to hold them at the corners. Walpole being very safe on the base paths today. 3rd hit of the game for Cash Cantrell. Runners at first and third with 1 out. Brings up Paul Whalen. Paul's got 2 hits today. Cantrell had a double his first time up and a single the next time. The runners at first and third for Walpole. 1 out here, top of the 7th, trailing 5-4 in the state championship game. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And Cash trots down to second. 2 runners in scoring position for Walpole. Dean looking in for the sign, and Whalen calls time. Gets it. 1 strike the count to Paul. Ball outside. Woo. 1-1 the count. Fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled it off. Count remains 1-2. Once again, the 1-2 delivery on its way. Ground ball, fair ball down the first baseline. This will bring in one. Here comes the second run coming to the plate. The throw, not in time. Walpole takes the lead. A line shot, just kissing the line down the right field line. As Paul Whalen comes through. And Walpole takes the lead for the first time in the game. Paul Whalen with a big hit here. And Walpole with the lead. Quinn McNeil coming up for Walpole now. The runner on first, still one out here in the top of the 7th inning. Foul back by Quinn, strike one. Popped up foul. First baseman coming over, and can't quite get it. No balls, 2 strikes. The count on McNeil. The 2-strike pitch to the Walpole center fielder. Foul ball. He gets it for the out. Paul Whalen was off with the pitch and had to scamper back to first to avoid being doubled up. 2 outs now, and it brings up designated hitter Cole Pileski. Cole has walked 3 times and scored a run. Dean keeping Whalen close at first. Swing and a miss, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Whalen going down, he is safe, slides in under the tag. One and one the count to Pileski. Fly ball to right. That might drop. It does. It drops in. Here comes another run for Walpole. Standing up as Pileski comes in with his first hit of the game, a blooper down the right field line. And Paul Whalen comes racing around with Walpole's 7th run of the game. 6th run. 7th. Rick, wake up. Walpole leading now, 7-5. Brings up the first baseman, Richie Hayes. He had a big single his last time up. I think he knocked in 2 with it. Ball 1. Fouls it off. 1-1 the count to Hayes. He calls time and he gets it. Walpole coming from behind here. 4 runs in the 6th, 3 in the 7th, and they now hold a 7-4 lead. There's a ball in the dirt. And Pileski gets down to second. Here's the pitch. Outside. 3-1. Two and one. Line shot to center field. He's in and he puts it away for the out. But Walpole comes up with 3 runs on 3 hits. All right, Luca DiGiulio with a chance here to wrap this one up in a second state tournament game, state tournament victory for Walpole over a Reading team in just over 24 hours. Leading off for the Rockets, the center fielder Alex Merkel. DiGiulio's first pitch. Line to left. Cantrell over there. It's going to get in for a base hit. He hustles the throw into second. And it brings up the catcher, Riley Learned. Learned has walked and singled in 3 trips. Foul back, strike 1. Strike 2. Two-strike pitch outside with ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Third strikeout for DiGiulio. Brings up the third baseman, Cam Greatorex. He is 1 for 3, has scored twice. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Strike 2. Two-strike pitch. Outside a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls it off. Count remains 1-2. Fouled it off again. Count remains 1-2. 1-2. This is the most runs Reading has given up in a game all year. Only 2 other teams had scored more than 3 against them. Just misses, 2-2. The crowd wanted it. It was close. Stolen base, full count. Hurdle stole second on the pitch. Full count here. The payoff delivery on its way from DiGiulio. Ground ball to short. Third. Whalen cuts it off. Over to first. Got him. 5-3. Reading down to their last out. And it's second baseman Jack Chapin coming to the plate.
Chapin.
Luca's first pitch is a ball. Strike call, 1-1. Throw down to third, gets into left field. And he will come on an E2. Walpole getting a little too cute there. Count, 2 balls and a strike to Chapin. 7-6 the score now. Line drive, base hit to left field. A tying run at first base, and it brings up the number 9 hitter, right fielder Liam Hansen. Hansen 0 for 2 officially. Julio keeping him close at first. Base hit to right field, that drops him. No, he didn't, he caught it on the run. Jackson Marshall pulls it in on the run, and Walpole is your state champion. Walpole High with a come from behind victory here. 2 nights, 2 state championships against the Reading Rockets. Unbelievable. This was just a game that Walpole would not give up on. Coach Costello is going to be thrilled beyond words with his team. They were trailing. They gave up a run in the first, 3 in the second, and up until the 6th inning, were trailing 4-0. They tied it in the top of the 6th inning. Drew Cantrell and Cash Cantrell started the inning, both by being hit by pitches on consecutive pitches. With after an out, Quinn McNeil reached on an error, and then Cole Pileski walked, driving a run. Richie Hayes came through with a key base hit, making it 4-3, and then a sacrifice fly by Shane Harrington tied the game at 4. Reading scored again in the bottom of the 6th to take the lead again, 5-4. But Walpole came back in the 7th inning. Jackson Marshall walked. After an out, Cash Cantrell singled to center field. Paul Whalen singled to right field, sending in 2 runs. And then he came in on a base hit by Cole Pileski with after a second out. And Reading scored a run in the bottom of the 7th and left a runner on first base. But they finished with a run on 2 hits, no 1 error, and 1 left on base. Your final totals for Walpole: 7 runs, 9 hits. They made 3 errors, and they left 13 on base. For Reading, they had 6 runs on 7 hits. They made 3 errors, all in the same inning. That 6th inning was a killer for them. And they left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is sophomore Luca DiGiulio, who goes 3 innings, gives up 2 runs on 3 hits. He struck out 3 and walked 1 for the victory. Andrew Burke went the first 4, kept Walpole in the game, 4 runs on 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. So Walpole finishes the season 15-9, but as the Division II, your Division II state champions. and they join the girls lacrosse team who yesterday beat Natick 16-11 for their state championship title. We would like to thank you for watching this Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of Walpole High School boys baseball state championship action. Once again, your final score from Polar Park in Worcester, Walpole 7 and Reading 6. We're going to watch some of the post-game ceremonies here for a little while, but we would like to thank you for watching this game and all the games you've been watching this year. I would again like to thank Nick Piccarilli. We are very lucky to have Nick doing the camera work for us. Nick is a Walpole High grad, and he likes sports, which is always important. He's usually there as soon as if I need him for a game, I give him a call, and he's always ready to come and help out. So we'll just watch this state championship trophy presentation here for the end of this game.
Congratulations to the MIAA Division II Baseball State Champions, the Walpole Timberwolves.